Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you my delicious simple chowder recipe. So I'm going to need 2 big potatoes, all chopped up into little cubes like this, and I've my onion chopped up already. I will put the recipe in the description box. We melt some butter in our pot, ready to saute our vegetables, our potatoes. And I'm going to have some leek and carrot as well. You can use as many of these vegetables as you wish, or not use as many as you wish as well. It's all up to you, but I will put the recipe that I used into the description box. So I sauteed the leek and the onions first. I'm going to prepare my carrots. We like these in just tiny little bits like this. Add them to the pot. Add in your potatoes. You can add a little bit more butter if you think it might need it, because you do want to sweat these vegetables. So I'm going to add in a little bit more butter as well. And then you want to put your lid on and leave your vegetables to sweat. Just be careful that they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. So you want to check these now every minute or so. And you do want your vegetables to be cooked through mostly before you start continuing with the rest of the soup recipe. And here you can see they're starting to sweat. So it's time to check and make sure they're not sticking to the bottom of the pan. Oh, just caught them in time, but the smell is absolutely delicious. You could even make this soup just as a vegetable soup if you don't want to add in the fish. Just have it as a simple vegetable soup, which I have done before as well. We continue to let our vegetables sweat, checking, as I said, every so often. For another couple of minutes, just until the veg gets a bit softer. In the meantime, I have my organic vegetable cubes, so I'm just going to dissolve one. And I'm adding 1 litre of boiling water, and I'm going to let my stock cube dissolve. And when my veg has softened in the pot, I'll add in the stock. It's as simple as that. Now I'll just check how are the spuds doing in the veg. Yeah, they're getting nice and soft. So now it's time to add some flour. I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons of flour. This is to thicken the soup. You could always add a little bit more later if it's not thick enough. The recipe I am using says 1 tablespoon, but I find it isn't thick as we like it in this house anyway. So just cook that through for about a minute. Turn up the heat slightly again. So after about a minute, that flour is nice and cooked through, and we can add in our vegetable stock. I've actually cooked this for about 2 minutes now, and I'm quite happy with how it's looking. So I'm going to slowly add in my vegetable stock. You could add fish stock here too. You could use a little bit less stock and add in some white wine too. But I quite like it with just the vegetable stock. Now make sure you don't lose any of your stock. Bring this to the boil now, and I'm going to leave it then simmering for about 5 minutes. you can add your fish. I'm just using a seafood mix. And I'm going to pop in about 500 grams of this. And then I have some extra prawns also. Take 5 or 6 minutes to cook through. So we'll just leave it to cook through. Fish takes no long. And now our fish is cooked through. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes. I'm going to add some nice fresh cream. You can't beat a lovely little bit of cream in your soup, no matter what the soup is. But you can add as little or as much as you want. And now some pepper. I'm adding some pepper to taste. And also I'm going to add a little bit of dill. And these are completely optional, whatever your taste is. Give a nice little mix. Doesn't this look absolutely delicious? At this stage now, I was just dying to sit down and eat a lovely big bowl of this with some nice brown bread. I actually decided that I wanted to thicken it up a little bit more, so here's a simple way to thicken your soup. Just take out some of the liquid, add a little bit of flour, and make it into a little paste. So mix it into a paste. And then you can add this paste just a little at a time until you get to the consistency of soup that you like. As I said before, we like a thick chowder in this house. So as you can see, I'm just mixing the flour with the liquid from the soup. I'll add in half of this and mix it through. And then as you're mixing, the flour will begin to cook and thicken up the soup. And then I decide to add the rest in as well. And give it another minute just for all the flour to cook through, and then you're ready to serve your delicious homemade chowder. Here we are. We sat outside, the sun was shining, and it was absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen. God bless this food. God bless you. Bye.